Happy St. Patty's Day, guys. Welcome to my presentation. I volunteered for Fill Your Boobies, a friendly reminder when you least expect it. A little bit of background on Fill Your Boobies. It was founded by Lee Hurst. She was diagnosed at the age of 33 in 2004. She spent the most of her years with the cancer treatments in her 30s. So she was able to have these two kids here, Eli and Leo, babies after cancer, babies after 40. She felt her own lump and didn't go to the doctor for 2 years because she was so young. They didn't believe her. So she finally did get to go and made the Feel Your Boobies t-shirt as a joke for her friends. And then it took off. People were ordering these shirts from her. So she left New York City, where she was an expert in behavior change and the media, which is pretty cool. You can see she does a lot of different ways to get the attention of the young ladies. So she didn't want you to go to your doctor and get a mint green brochure, she says. So there's your boring old brochure display at the doctor's office. So Feel Your Boobies is more out there, loud and proud, and very attractive, colorful, stuff like that. Bras Across the Bridge is one of their main events every year across the Walnut Street Bridge. That's the year I joined them. Right there, that's me with no hair. They do bulletin boards, empowerment days at colleges, along with the spinoff of the Bras Across the Bridge. They do Bras Across Campus. There's Bras Across the Bridge. They used to string the bras. In New York City once, they strung these bras across Union Square, and then they had the longest bra chain in the United States or something. I went to the Mount Gretna Craft Brewery. That is a link to the Leeds Corner store video with the lady there that owns the corner store, now owned by the Kleinfelters. Allison and Brad Kleinfelter started the brewery, so they wanted to also make it a place for the community, and it also doubles as a community center, and they do like kids yoga in there and stuff, so it's really cool. Every Thursday night they have Good Neighbor Trivia Night. And then from 4 to 7 they let you set up your display there, and then you can greet the people as they come in. Trivia does draw a pretty good crowd, and the people at the brewery or the pub come in, and they're very friendly and giving. So I was there, and there wasn't a lot of people at first, so I kind of played around on Facebook with some different posts. But here you'll see they do a couple drink specials and then a food special. So the Boobies Brew was like one of their craft brews with little sparkles in there and a little grenadine to soften it up, and it was pretty. So that was cool. And then the tacos are great, so that was good. And then they started trivia. I posed here, like in front of the Mount Gretna display with the brewery in the back, and then the Feel Your Boobies in the front. And then I would post these different posts, and Facebook will put that donate button on there. So I was able to also raise $40 additional on Facebook just from, kind of posting and having that donate button on Facebook. So I would never pay attention to it, but for however I was marketing, it inspired some people to donate. So that's great. So I didn't get a number on what we sold, but I know we had a lot of cash donations, and we didn't a couple $100. We didn't get a food total yet. But at 7 o'clock, the Allison Kleinfelter, she said, "Hey, you want to host the trivia?" Because I'm not used to speaking in front of people or whatever. So I stayed until, after 9 o'clock, hanging out and calling out questions and stuff. So that was fun. It was a great warm atmosphere. And I enjoyed doing that a lot. And I'll always volunteer for Fill Your Boobies. In 2004, when Lee was getting diagnosed, I was starting to work with Lee's friend, Kelly, and as a massage therapist. And then I've seen them all through the years do all these different events and stuff. So it's a great cause, and I'm happy to be a part of their long-standing history. This year will mark 15 years of Feel Your Boobies. So there's a lot of cool things coming down the road from them, which is 15 stories, 15 years. They're also bringing a filmmaker called Ginger the Movie, and that's about a young girl of 23 going through cancer. And the Feel Your Boobies week in October. So keep your eye out for all that too. Thanks, guys. See ya.